let's get into Jeezy.
Yeah, thank you.
So CNN is reporting Jeezy sat down and had an interview where he talked about some of his anxiety, his trauma, his depression that he has had to work through as a human being. We want to talk about this. We want to maybe remark on it from our point of view and just kind of share. So I'll share a quote from this interview. I had to learn the hard way that everybody needs some help. The entrepreneur and philanthropist told CNN in a recent interview, I didn't know I had trauma. I didn't know I was depressed. I didn't know I had anxiety. I didn't know I had post-traumatic stress. I actually thought something was wrong with me. Like, when you come from poverty, this is how you're supposed to feel. So I want to leave that there, because you think we can elaborate on that, or should I continue?
We can elaborate a little bit just from our general experience. Mm-hmm. The PTSD of growing up in the hood is real, and it's very hard to realize because there's a cognitive dissonance that is so strong that it's hard to even notice that we are separating things and making our normal something that is not normal.
Right.
And I've thought about this before. Yo Gotti was talking about it, that he was like, you leave the hood, you do all these different things, but he's like, some days I'll just drive by the house and be like, nah, I don't feel like going to the house today. And we'll like go to a hotel because he feels like the energy's off.
Got it. So he's like thinking like everybody's coming from him.
Like the paranoia is real because in the hood, it's survive or be eaten.
And I can only imagine that you feel that paranoia even more so when you have a little bit more wealth accumulated.
Oh, yeah. Especially when you have been a person that was, dealing, slanging, that have been in the trenches and people have wanted to get at you for less.
Right.
Now you're out of that. Not only is there jealousies involved, they think you look down on them and all of these different feelings, like you can't even move the same. And you want to because your pride makes you want to just move how you moved when you were back home and everything else. So it's one of those things that I'm glad that there are more artists talking about this.
Yeah.
So there can be more awareness and healing, I hope, for all of the rappers going through this, man.
I think so too. This comes on the precipice of his new book that's coming out. It's called Adversity for Sale. It's a memoir, and he attempts to blow up stereotypes that he said has plagued him throughout his life and remain prominent in the Black community. That's per CNN's words. So hopefully we can check out the book. We can pick it up and maybe learn something from it. I feel like, and this is a big topic in my new album, a lot of artists right now are okay with being vulnerable and exploring their mental health and their post-traumatic trauma and everything that they have gone through. And this is something that kind of comes out in my work. And like, I feel like I'm happy to share those things. I've done a lot of therapy. I've done a lot of like work on my mental health, and then learning about my autism and understanding that a little bit better has given me an opportunity to just really dive a little bit deeper and heal.
Yeah.
And I hope healing for our entire community, because we need it. We definitely need it.